Hello everyone, I am Akshaya, currently pursuing MA English Literature at Fatima College, Madurai. I am here to talk about the crucial issue that keeps on revolving in and around the world, that is, how a division and greed leads to a chaotic and catastrophic situation. The topic of my oration is empathy, the antidote to division and conflict. Let me start my speech with a powerful quote said by Mahatma Gandhi: "The world is enough of people's need but not enough of people's greed." This powerful quote clearly emphasized that the world has enough resources to satisfy the basic needs of people but not to satisfy the greedy desires of the people. Let me take India, our great subcontinent, which carries a pride of concept unity in diversity. But down to the reality, we are the people who is rigid to the norm of caste division. While tracing back to our history, we are not the people who follow a division in our society. But in ancient time, during a Neolithic period, something happens. While pondering into an ancient history, during a Paleolithic and Mesolithic period, we are nomads who practiced hunting and gathering for our food. But later in Neolithic period, we followed agricultural practice and led a sedentary life. When a surplus intruded in our agricultural practice, there emerged a stratification of society. And in Vedic period, paves way for the creation of Varna system. The Varna system is exclusively based on the power dynamics and it is in anthropocentric in nature. While diving deep into the history, when we are in modern times where British are colonizing, using the strategy of divide and rule policy, they had an opportunity to throw out or eradicate the caste system, but they didn't because the upper Varna people are against and turns hostile to the British. The British life in India is topsy-turvy. They dropped out the plan of eradicating caste system. Rather, they seized the opportunity to use a strategy divide and rule amidst of our diversity. They changed our India, the land of rich heritage, to a land of poverty, hunger, bloodshed. Lives of people are put to end, and it also stops there. It also leads to the massacre. Jallianwala Bagh massacre is to be remembered. It's such a crucial act and the violent act that have done to our people because of a division. A division among us leads the British to conquer us in the name of colonization, and they ponder all our wealth and our prosperity. Our enormity of India turns to be in a poverty state where we are suppressed of tax burdens. But now we are out of these struggles. We are prosperous country, but it's happened in the past days because of these divisions, and these have happened in the past. Let me introduce a present current scenario that happened in Manipur. We all remember the Manipur violence taken place because of an ethnical division between the tribes, which victimized the women. The women are brutally raped. This incident that happened very recently, a year back. This also has a sole reason of division as its roots for the catastrophe. And this is not only happening in India. It also, let me take example of UK, the present riot because of racism, the racial discrimination. The UK peoples are against the immigrants and Muslims. So this also happening in the so-called developed nation where the forward thinkers resides. They are also the victims of the division. I also remembered about the ongoing struggle of Russia-Ukraine war, where the war is fueled by nationality division, and land disputes, and so on, identity crisis, and so on. But this ongoing struggle also has a roots in its division for its formation of war. I remember about the Palestine journal photograph, a Montaz Azaiza who used to abruptly showcase a photograph of what's happening in the harsh reality of the war. The peoples are shouting for refuge, shouting for their lives, shouting to go back to their homeland with a broken legs, broken hand, but entrenched, bloodshed amidst of smoke and destruction of their shelter. One photograph that shook my heart is a photograph of child. A child face is to be carried by laughter and innocence. Rather, the photograph of child face is distorted. It carries a stitches mark diagonal to its face. It's crying, it's weeping and wailing for its life. It's don't know what's happening there, why it's happening there, who are they who are attacking, what's the reason behind it. And we the people, in the mid of dehumanization, tend to justify a war as a mean to protect our national interest and a life of nationality. But we close our eyes or ignore the reasons of war as division and greed. So, enough of the pains, struggles because of the division, the cruel word division. Enough of the people, humanity, nature turns to a dehumanization where the people turns barbaric, act as an animal in a violent attack. Enough of everything. I ask you all, we, the youth, the future, let's all rise together. Let us all rise together in unity and harmony and put the cruel division down. Let our strength of unity and harmony echoes for generations rather than the preconceived beliefs and unconscious collectiveness in the name of division, segregation, and stratification. So, let us all act as a human living in the same world without a greediness and exploitation. Let me end my speech with a mantra that should be echo in our mind every time, that we should embrace our uniqueness of diversity. We should not embarrass it. Let us all champion the inclusivity, understanding each other's diversity, and stand as a harmonic world.